programmers. One of my viewers asked about using a class and writing the contents of the objects to a file in a binary file. So let's look at a class example. If I have this class and the class has just the name and the age, and I can create instances of the class by using the constructor or the name of the function. I'm calling the init function to initialize by passing in Alice and 30 for the age and Bob and 25 for the age. Now I have two objects. I could even put them in a list. So if I've got this and I want to store this to a file in binary format, I would recommend a module called pickle. So we could import pickle. It's good for serializing and deserializing objects. So you're going to put them in a binary file that can be read in later. So let's open a binary file for writing. So I'm going to use the open command. The name of my file, I'm just going to say like testpickle.bin for binary, and I'm going to do write and also put the B for binary. So I pulled up the Python documentation for pickle. There is a warning that the pickle module is not secure and you should only unpickle data that you trust. So the function I'm going to use in this little example is I want to dump my object into a binary file. So I'm going to call this function here. So I'm doing from the pickle module, go ahead and dump the array, the list that has my two different objects of type my class, and then I'm going to put in the file where I want to dump them. So when I run this, I don't have any print statement, so nothing's going to happen there. But if I look in the folder where I saved this program, I have just created a new file, testpickle.bin. First I was wondering why is the file 0 bytes, and then I realized I had not closed the file. So if I close the file, and I'm on a Mac, so I can open up Terminal and look at the size of the file, and I can look at the contents of the file with XXD. If you're on a Windows computer, just use your File Explorer and you should see the file. If you try to open it in something, it's going to look messy because it's binary, but the information's really in there. So how could you pull the information back out? So this program will write to that file, serialize the objects and put it in a binary file. Let me show you how you would read in from that file. So instead of opening the file for writing, if I want to read in from that binary file, I'll open it with an RB. And instead of the dump, I'm going to do a pickle load everything into a list, which is like an array. And then I'm going to go through, loop through one item at a time, going through that array, and print the name component and then the age component for that object. And then don't forget to close your file when you're done. So when I run this, I'm going to deserialize those objects and I can get them back. All right, happy programming.